A girl says to a small child before pushing him into the swimming pool, "Now all the property will be in my name because you won't survive." The maid quickly takes out her phone and starts recording. She jumps into the pool and catches the child. She calls for help, shouting for her boss. The girl turns back and says, "What have you done?" She drops her wheelchair and falls down screaming. The husband comes running. The maid gives the child to him. The wife cries and calls her husband for help. The maid says, "Sir, let me tell you everything that happened." But the girl says, "Be quiet. This is all your fault." The man gives the baby to the maid, then helps his wife back into her wheelchair. He says, "Tell me what happened." The maid starts to explain, but the wife cuts her off. "Be quiet. She was about to kill me. Fire her right now." The man turns to the maid and asks, "Is she telling the truth?" The maid replies, "This is all lies. I approve." She tries to show the video, but it doesn't work. It got wet in the pool. The wife says, "We don't need her anymore." The man says, "This is your last chance." The girl tells the maid, "Go change my baby's clothes." The maid leaves. The husband takes his wife inside. The maid says to herself, "No one will believe me unless they see the video, but I will protect this child." The next day, the girl stands up and threatens, "Be careful what you say or things will get bad for you." The maid replies, "How can you be so greedy? That child is so small." The girl says, "I'll get all this property in my name. If you speak again, I'll cut your tongue out." The maid says, "I can't believe how greedy you are." The girl says, "I am the queen of this house. This property is all mine." Then she pulls the maid's hair and says, "Go and do your work." The maid leaves. The girl sits back in her wheelchair. The husband returns and says, "I brought all the money I had." His wife says, "This is too little. I'm tired now." He replies, "I'm trying my best. You'll get better soon." She says, "Don't you want to see me walk again?" He says, "Of course, Laurel." He goes to get a loan. The girl looks happy seeing the money. One day the girl's going somewhere. The maid secretly follows her. The girl catches her and says, "I knew you were following me." The maid lies, "I came to water the plants." The girl shouts, "Don't ever come here again." She meets her boyfriend. Later, the girl drops some money, sits in her wheelchair, and calls her husband. "My money is missing." He checks her purse. It's empty. Then he sees money on the floor and also in the maid's apron. The wife says, "She stole it." The husband says, "I trusted her." He shouts, "You're fired." The maid cries, "By God, I didn't take the money." The wife says, "Give us our child and leave." The maid leaves in tears. Next day, she runs in front of the man's bike and begs, "Please listen to me once." He says, "Okay, tell me." She says, "Your child's life is in danger. Your wife can walk fine." He says, "But she had an accident." She says, "I'll show you." They go home. The wife is picking up money on the stairs, standing. He says, "You did this for money?" She says, "Don't say that." He says, "Enough. You can't stay here anymore." She pleads, "I love you. I'll take care of the child." The maid says, "She's lying," and shows the video. The wife says, "This video is fake." But the man says, "You tried to kill my son. Call the police." The maid says, "They're already on the way." The wife runs, but police catch her. She screams, "Let me go." The police take her away. The man says, "Please forgive me. From today, live in this house again." The maid promises to protect the child. They go inside. If you want to watch more amazing videos like this, then like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to press the bell icon.